Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple in a Rose Tarot and Astrology. So, tonight we are going to be looking at that Capricorn full moon one more time. This time it is the second full moon, of course, 2 different months. So, we discussed how it's not a blue moon. However, this full moon is going to be very important because it is at that critical 29 degrees. So you can see some information on your screen there, explaining the 29 degrees to you, why astrologers consider this to be a critical degree. It does represent a lot of change, sudden change happening. So a lot of people are talking about this full moon. We've talked about it several different times, and tonight I'm going to be offering that reading that you see on your screen there, along with some other free and paid readings. Of course, I'm going to be doing a collective reading first, and then we will get to the mini readings. I'm sorry, guys. I just realized the banner wasn't on. I'm totally reading tarot from my bedroom again. I got this really thick memory foam pad to put on my bed, and today, I don't know, guys, I'm tired and my hips just needed something comfortable to sit on. So yes, I made the pretty picture for you guys to watch, and then I put that informative information on there about the 29 degrees. So make sure to check that out when it comes across there. I am going to start with a collective reading first. And guys, I'm going to use a new oracle set. We haven't got a chance to use these yet. It's called the Inner Eye Oracle. So I'm really excited about that. Let me know, ladies, do we have sound? Do you guys see the pretty video scrolling across your screen there? I did get my mic to work, so the sound hopefully is better. Miss L says no heat for me. Oh my gosh, guys, it is so hot here. It is unbearably hot. Miss L, first one in. Michelle's helping us over on Facebook. Diana's with us. Sandra's with us. Guys, don't forget we are multi-streaming. So we're on 3 different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at the same time. Perfect. Thank you, Miss L. All right, guys, let's get started with that collective reading. I guess we're going to talk about energies first. So let's talk about the energies. I sent out a question today to a few of you that are in here. Remember, guys, over at PLR, we're on a very specific type of spiritual awakening journey over here. And I always talk about how there's different kinds of spiritual awakening journey. Like I say, you could have experienced trauma, a bad car accident, something like that, and that could catapult a spiritual awakening. Drugs, of course, we always say drug use, massive drug use could definitely cause a spiritual awakening. Some people go purposely looking for their spiritual awakening. I always talk about the man that takes his shoes off and starves himself and walks to Tibet, right? That could, of course, cause a spiritual awakening. Here at PLR, we're on this very specific type of spiritual awakening called a twin flame spiritual awakening. And twin flame is just a label that they've used just in this past, I don't know, generation that I'm in. Before, of course, it was called something else. You can actually research this type of awakening, and it can take you back all the way back to like the pyramid days, right? So just a specific type of spiritual awakening is what we're doing here. So when we're experiencing the same types of awakening, we have what they call collective energies, right? Especially for us here on this twin flame awakening. When we heal, it's like we're pouring light into the collective energies, right? And that's how I read for everyone. Like, that's how come my readings, these are all my readings, right? And they're all to help me on my journey, but that's how come they help all of you guys too, because again, we're experiencing these collective energies. So today I got a little frustrated with the universe, right? I'm on this type of awakening journey, and I am in what they call a separation period. And it's definitely by choice. And it is so that I can move forward in my own journey. But what I've been experiencing for the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 days has been so many synchronicities, so many signs, so many numbers, address, digits. One of you guys even mentioned colors, smells, places, pictures, photos. Um, yes, it just goes on and on and on. And again, if you're on this type of awakening journey with me, then you understand. And it's very possible that you also have been experiencing all of this energy, right? And I call it the pull. I feel like the cord is pulling at me. So when I was talking to you guys earlier, I asked that. I said, do you feel the pull, and does it seem more extreme to you today than normal, right? And many of you told me yes, you were. So that of course calmed me, because now it makes me feel like that I'm not alone feeling, right? And I don't know why. It's almost like if I have to suffer, it's okay because you guys are suffering too. So I don't know. But for some reason, when you guys tell me that yes, you feel it too, and it's rough for you also, like it just calms me. It makes me feel like I'm not losing my mind, right? Um, so yes, guys, it has been really high, really extreme. I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. Before, when I was in separation, I would always feel like I was doing something wrong. This time, not necessarily. I feel like Spirit is teaching me about enabling. And I think that's the lesson that I'm learning on my specific journey at this time. I feel like every time that I lowered my boundaries and allowed this energy and its own chaos in, it's almost um, like we would have to start over, or like we were causing more delays. Do you guys know what I mean? Does it make sense? And so it's like now I know better. Like now I know not to cause these delays. Like now I know not to enable. But I don't understand what it means when. And remember, guys, like I'm on this awakening journey. It's happening to me too at the very same time that it's happening to you. So that, like, I'm not gonna come out here and be like, oh, I have all the answers, I know everything. Like that's totally not true. I'm just experiencing my awakening journey, and I just happen to be, I don't know, journaling it, or putting it out there for the world to see, right? But yeah, it's like I feel like I'm just almost like getting slapped in the face by the universe, right? It's like one synchronicity after another, one picture after another, one smell after another, one whatever after another. You know what I mean? It's like, what is it? What I told my friend the other day, I was like, I wish God would just come down here and just sit down and be like, here, Rosa, this is what I mean by all these puzzle pieces. Instead of just giving us all these puzzle pieces, like, why does it have to be this confusing puzzle? Like, why can't we just get direct answers? So as I was saying that, right, just now, I definitely got the message that if that was the case, then we'd have no journey, right? Like, you know how they say we're supposed to enjoy the journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? Like, so that's definitely the case here. And it's like if God just gave us all the answers, then there'd be no journey. We wouldn't learn anything, we wouldn't experience anything, and none of this would be happening, right? So, anyway, that's the message I just got. All right. The light bearer, hello. I remember that image. All right, my phone is dying, so I gotta charge it, plug it up real quick. But luckily, we're not using it today. Yay! um, those of you that have been with me for a while, you guys will remember back when we first started live streaming. I would forget to charge my phone, and I used my phone to live stream. So it was like we'd be in the middle of it live, and all of a sudden the screen would go black. Oh, Rosa forgot to charge her phone. Lee Spice, hello. All right, guys, I'm going to start collective reading first. Oh my gosh, Lee Spice, I love that. Says, I get the feeling that if we all got the answers, then we wouldn't try in life. It's so true. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Al. Now I'm just clicking buttons over here. Jenna, hello. You guys are coming in perfect time. Here we go. Again, using a new oracle set called the Inner Eye Oracle. And I'm going to start with masculine energy first. Please remember, guys, everyone has masculine and feminine energies within themselves. I always say your masculine energy is your protected, provide energy. It's what makes you lock your doors at night. And your feminine energy is your self-care, nurturing energy. It's what makes you wash your hair. So we all do these things. We all have these energies. And if you're experiencing a spiritual awakening, your goal right now is to balance that inner masculine and feminine energy. Now, if you're on this specific type of spiritual awakening journey, then it's very likely you've met someone that has catapulted your spiritual awakening journey. And one of you has a very masculine role and one of you has a very feminine role, right? And so you're learning to balance those energies inside and out, right? So masculine energy first. I'm just going to shuffle till the first card comes out. New oracle. So I'm not really sure. This will be my first time using it. First time like ever. That's not true. I practice on myself, of course, but first time sharing with all of you guys. All right, first one comes out. It's the home card. It's 4 of diamonds. 4 of diamonds is definitely giving me like 4 of pentacles. Holding on to something very tightly. And it says home. It has this picture of like an old Victorian home. Feminine energy, we have 3 of clubs, and it's got a wheel. And the word change is on here. Change. All right, bridging energy comes right out, and it is 3 of hearts. And the word memories is on here. Memories. Interesting already, right? On the bottom, I have the 8 of hearts, and the word passion is on here. It shows a matchbox with a match sticking out. It's like the box is slightly open, and one match is sticking out of the box. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I feel like big confirmations of the energies that we just spoke of. All right, so now I'm going to use the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. And we did use these already in our last live. So if you guys joined us, you may have gotten a card pull or a free reading that I did with them. All right, so King of Swords comes out. Pretty interesting because I just shuffled and King of Swords came out from my masculine energy. Again, when I was practicing before our live. All right, so King of Swords, maturity is on here, authority is on here, and clarity is on here. So I do feel this energy for masculine where they are maturing, right? And I do feel like they've received some clarity on a situation, and for this masculine energy, this is going to be on a home situation. Ace of Wands is here, and Ace of Wands is going to be fate and destiny. And 7 of Wands is here. Conviction, defiance, defensive is on here. Determination is also on here, and I feel like that's what the word is. I do feel like right now, Divine Masculine is very determined. Something to do with their home. I feel like it's about protecting their home because that's what masculine energy does. The Ace of Wands in the middle is kind of throwing me off a little bit. It's almost like this masculine could feel like they're fate or their destiny is tied up in their home situation right now. Could also feel like the home situation could be, I'm not sure, it almost feels like blocking me from being able to go forward in where I think I'm supposed to go. So let's say I'm masculine energy and I have a purpose. I'm gonna have to mute and I'm gonna have to be right back. I'm sorry, guys. Give me just a moment. All right, guys, I'm back. So sorry, so sorry. Live tarot, guys, it happened. Live tarot. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. So yes, I feel like Miss L hit the nail on the head. I do feel like Divine Masculine is feeling very protective about a home situation, but I was saying right before we were so rudely interrupted um, that I feel like there's something stopping masculine energy from being able to do something they think that they're supposed to do. All right, now remember the feminine energy was change, and the wheel was on there. It's three of clubs, and it's so interesting because what I'm doing on my journey is very much considered like um, I don't know, not possible, or it's like I'm recreating the wheel over here. So twin flames has always been a certain type of journey, a certain type of way, but I'm Rosa, and like I don't know, very rebellious, I guess. And it's like I want something my own way, and it's like I fight for it to be that way. So what I did was instead of buying 9 cats and a cabin out in the woods and taking all this knowledge that I've learned from having my awakening, is I decided to go and find a soulmate. In other words, someone who puts in equal effort, someone who is also awakening, someone who I don't know, loves me right equally. No runner, no chaser, none of that. And has it been challenging trying to have this type of relationship while I'm having this awakening? Well, yes, absolutely. But is it impossible? No, it is not. So I do find it interesting that the Three of Clubs for Divine Feminine shows this wheel and the word change on there. All right, let's see what comes out. I have Three of Wands, taking action towards your future, confidence, expansion, growth, foresight. I have Three of Cups coming out, which is celebration, soul family, soul tribe. It definitely could be about third party, very much could be. And we also have Nine of Swords coming out. Nine of Swords is about healing our trauma. It's about facing our trauma, because if you look at the Nine of Swords in regular Rider Waite, it's the card where she's sitting on the bed, that she's holding her head, and those nine swords lined up on the wall behind her. So it's almost like they've been stabbed by these swords, and they've experienced this trauma, but they don't look at it. They don't pay attention to it. They don't focus on it. It's almost like they ignore that trauma, right? So with it coming out with Three of Wands, which is I'm taking action towards my future, right? And the Three of Cups is I'm gathering soul. I almost, it's like minds. I'm gathering like minds, but soul family, soul tribe, soul mate, right? And Nine of Swords is while I'm processing my trauma. So I feel like big confirmations here. So I feel like for many of you divine feminine energies, if you resonate more with that energy, then you're starting to find friends that are also having spiritual awakening. You're starting to find friends that are more like who you are now after your awakening than who you were before your awakening, right? All right, so memories, Three of Hearts comes out for our bridging energy. Please remember your bridging energy. Okay, so I made this tarot spread, right, to help me on my own spiritual awakening journey. And the bridging energy is what's connecting you at this time. It is the spiritual lesson that you're both learning at the same time. A lot of times, this is very helpful when you're in doubt of who your counterpart energy is. And I'm going to say in doubt because we always know when you're on this journey, we always ask, we always want confirmation, but we always, we get tarot readings. Is this my twin flame? Like you already know, and then you're just looking for confirmation. If you don't know who your counterpart energy is or who your twin flame is or whatever the label is you want to use there, then you're most likely not on this type of spiritual awakening, right? You're most likely on a different type of awakening. The bridging energy is a good way to give you confirmation if you can look and see that you're both learning the same spiritual lesson at the same time. So memories coming out, it's telling me, there could be a lot of memories happening back and forth. It's pretty interesting because I talked about how I felt like the universe was just smacking me in the face the last 3 or 4 days with all this synchronicities from my journey. And so that's pretty interesting that that's the bridging energy. So the spiritual lesson that we're learning right now is we may be reminded of this journey and everything we've been through. I know for me, that's exactly what's happened the last, I would say, 3, 4, or 5 days. It's just one synchronicity after another, and it's just like a timeline. Like it's reminding me this thing happened way back when, this thing happened next, and then there was this, and then there was that. You see what I'm saying? It's definitely giving me like timeline type of energy, and it's very possible. It is exactly what's happening. It's a counterpart energy. So let's pull some tarot, the Enchanted Soul, and see what comes out. We have King of Coins. I get this energy of like stepping up to the plate and taking responsibility. Four of Wands is union energy, firm foundation, financial security. It is the 1111 that we always see. It could have something to do with manifesting. Page of Swords comes out. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is going to be, sometimes we see that as energy that watches but doesn't communicate. In the Rider Waite, it's always this creepy looking guy, so I call him the creepy stalker guy. But it's just this energy that's it's watching and learning, but it's not communicating. Remember, pages are what they say are students, so they're never like at their fullest potential. They're always learning. I feel like the King of Coins is clear. It's definitely about stepping up to the plate and taking responsibility. And the Four of Wands is definitely going to be about union. It's definitely going to be about firm foundation. Remember, guys, union is internal. And I've always said since day one of PLR, um, well, I've always said it's about the purpose and not the person, and that's true. But I've also always said that I always believed that we are always in union. I've never been that person that thought, oh, there's a half of my soul walking around somewhere on this planet. Um, I like listening to, there's this one tarot reader. I can't remember his name. All of a sudden, I just drew a blank. I want to say something All Star, but anyway, it's a gentleman on YouTube, and he gives this very good explanation about twin flames, and he calls it a simultaneous incarnation of your soul. So it's one soul, the same soul, and it's incarnated into this lifetime more than once, right? So that I feel like that's the best explanation. Six of Cups is on the bottom, guys, and when I turned over the bottom card, it definitely kind of caught my breath. Six of Cups is reunion energy. Reunion energy. It's interesting because in this particular Six of Cups, um, I normally use the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight, and it's the one with the bear. And I talk about how gentle he's being because he hasn't knocked over any of her cups. And this particular Six of Cups in Tarot of the Enchanted Soul, nostalgia is the first word on there. Sanctuary, memories is also on there. Reminiscing, childhood, and past influences is on here. But the picture itself shows this dark haired lady with this beautiful, long, curly hair. I love it. And she's got these little, it looks like little paper boats. Like, you know how you make the little folded things? What's it called when you fold the origami? Is that what it's called? Something like that. But like when you make the little, things out of paper. But it looks like little folded boats, and there's five in the water, and she's putting the sixth one in the water. So it's like the ships, the little boats are sailing off type of energy. It's interesting because there are two clocks behind her giving that 1111, the towers type of energy behind her. And I just noticed too, there's also like a group. It looks like a group of souls. It's just like a silhouette of four people in the background. It does look like they're dancing, enjoying themselves. I mean, it's definitely giving me this energy of like remembering happier times. All right, so I just want to point out that in the masculine energy and the feminine energy and the bridging energy, there is no major arcana. No major arcana. It means that really spirit has stepped back, and we are now being very much tested. Very much are we going to implement what we've learned so far? And I mean, that makes sense. We talked about that Saturn retrograde. So that definitely makes sense to me. It's like the parents are away type of energy. All right, so now I'm going to look at the masculine's head, heart, and higher self space. So this is what their thoughts are, what their feelings are, and what their higher self lesson is at this time. So in the headspace, big confirmations, again, the family card comes out. I always say I'm not going to do video, and then we get these big cards with these big confirmations, and I just want to run and get my phone and turn it on so you can see it. But the Six of Diamonds says family on it. It shows this tree. There's actually no roots on this tree, but I can see the roots, very deep roots on this tree. So it does seem like masculine energy, very focused on their home, on their family. Travel is in the heart space. It shows the ship with these big sails on it. It's the Six of Clubs. All right, higher self lesson. 3 cards came out. I'm going to take all 3 of them. 2 of Hearts, romance. King of Clubs, the authority figure. And 2 of Diamonds, stability. This is the higher self lesson that Divine Masculine is learning at this time. In the heart space, there could be a message there. So I know a lot of people think that telepathy happens through the third eye. It's actually not. It's through the heart chakra, through the heart space. And it's energy that flows back and forth between you and whoever you are communicating with, right? And so when I look at the heart space for Divine Masculine, I see that travel card and I see that ship. I get this energy of like your ships are coming in, like that 3 of Wands type of energy. And I'm not really picking up like that they are traveling somewhere. So I think it's very possible this could be a message, and it could be coming from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. I won't really know till we get over to the Divine Feminine, head, heart, and higher self, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm picking up. Yes, Miss L. Oh, yes, World All Star Twin Flame. Yes, yeah, New World All Star. That's it. Thank you, Miss L. Um, I feel like I've learned a lot. Very factual information comes from his YouTube page. I just struggle to deal with the um, I'm the best twin flame coach in the world attitude, which is the attitude we should have, probably, most likely. We're supposed to be confident in ourselves and our abilities, but yeah, just something about his attitude just kind of, I don't know, drives me crazy. All right, in the headspace for Divine Feminine, the 9 of Clubs turns over and it shows this like old police hat, like those old bucket hats. It's got the sheriff little badge on the front there. It even says police on it, and it says official things in the headspace. So Divine Feminine, you could be keeping things very official, doing things by the book. I know I am. And then I know sometimes people ask me, like, whose book, Rosa? Whose rules are you following? No, it's not my rules or my book. No, it's not the person that I'm dating's rules or book. I follow God's rules. He has several books, by the way. All right, guys. In the heart space for Divine Feminine, disingenuity. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Disingenuine. I'm not gonna say it right. 7 of Spades comes out and it shows a mask. It's got this rose in the corner of it, which is super cool. But it is this energy of like keep having a mask on and not telling whole truths, not being completely genuine, that type of thing. Give me just a moment, guys. 1 second. All right, guys, my apologies. Disingenuine. I feel like I can't say the word right. Disingenuinity. And it is about like having a mask on, not telling full truths. So, I mean, it could be that divine feminine is saying this to divine masculine, like they feel divine masculine is being, I don't know, not truthful or wearing a mask, pretending like everything's okay. Divine masculine could want divine feminine to travel, to explore. I always get this energy from my counterpart, like, so this energy helps me find my freedom, right? Most of the time when we meet counterpart energies, we're in karmic relationships that are like really unhealthy and toxic, right? And when we have this awakening, we break free and then we go about our way, right? And I've always felt with my counterpart energy, like, um, I don't know, I guess he thought I was going to be single for the rest of my life. um, just maybe a little resentful. Like we fought hard for my freedom, and then I, um, didn't stay out on my own, I guess. So I've always kind of felt this energy, like, I don't know, like he thought I was giving up my freedom or something like that. You know what I mean? And to me, that's not the case at all. I've just learned how to be independent in a healthy relationship, right? Like I can be myself and have my own rules and my own boundaries and my own life in a relationship with someone else, as long as they, of course, respect that situation. That's hard to find. And I'm just saying, I have found it, and yeah, I don't see me letting it go anytime soon. All right, let's do higher self for divine feminine. Delays comes out. Delays. I'm going to take 3 since divine masculine got 3. We got social engagement and money. So that could be what the delays are in. On the bottom is the 9 of spades. It says worries, and it shows a rabbit. I feel like divine feminine has been waiting for something to come in and to come in quickly. And I mean, it's very possible that we have caused some delays in our journey. Guys, I always say, like, there's no such thing as a mistake. Like, you can't make a mistake in life. It's not really a mistake. Like, your soul chose the path, or like, I always picture like a windy road. And I'm like, this is the path that my soul chose. And if my road winds over to the right really, really far, or the left, and I'm not being like, I know, I feel like somebody's going to take that political, not that way at all. Okay, let's just say it just takes a direction, and I go down this route for a while. And then I realize, like, maybe this route wasn't for me, and I come back, right? I always call that alignment, like we get realigned. But there was something down that path that I had to go see. I had to go check out. I had to learn, right? That's what made me stronger, wiser, braver, all those things. So there's no necessarily like mistakes. Like you did something that is, I don't know, like unforgivable, or you can't take it back. Nothing like that, right? It's just not possible. Whatever has happened in this lifetime, your soul chose to learn that lesson. And could it cause delays? Absolutely. With the worry card on the bottom, I'm getting this energy like we over worry about something, and higher self is telling us at this time that there's no need for us to be um, over stressed or over worried at this time. All right, we're going to do messages. I wasn't going to do them, but I guess we are. I'm going to pull from the Soulmate Love Message Oracle cards. All right, so the first one to come out says, I have so much passion and desire, it drives me mad. We did see the Ace of Wands on the Divine Masculine side. I'm so grateful I met you. Are you sure you're real? I'm a better person because of you. I feel more optimistic and full of life. So I do pick up on the strong passion on masculine side. And this doesn't have to be like, I feel like when I use the word passion, people just automatically think it has something to do with like something sexual. Passion just means that you have a lot of energy behind something. Like you have a lot of push, want. I don't know. I can't think of the words, but it's definitely giving me like I'm putting in a lot of energy because I really want something. I do feel gratitude from Divine Masculine, but I also, with that card that says, are you sure you are real? They could be kind of, because we're all in this like reminiscing and like thinking of memories and this kind of stuff going on. It's very possible that Divine Masculine could be questioning, like, did I even experience this? Did this even really happen to me? Is this really happening right now? You know, that type of energy. All right, let's go over to Divine Feminine. Remember, guys, these are things you want to say, maybe have said before. It could be higher self messages. The first one that comes out, your honesty and vulnerability scares me. Your body is a piece of art and soul a piece of heaven. I like the soul is a piece of heaven. And I feel at home with you. The home card is what's sticking out the most. How many of you guys feel like the word home is a synchronicity for you? Like something that you see when you are being shown things about the spiritual awakening journey that you're on. A lot of times you'll hear people say that twins feel like they're at home when they're with each other. So not necessarily like a place, but more about a state of being, right? So the home word, the home energy, the home feeling is really important in our awakening journey. It's funny because I got to this part in my journey where I was like, where is home? Like, where is home? I don't know. I felt like I was just kind of like out there, just like this blowing in the wind type of energy. And I do feel like I'm just now building my foundation. Like I'm creating the life that I want, right? So it's like I'm just now building the foundation of what I imagine will be my home. But yeah, for a long time, I had this weird feeling like, where is home? All right, Moonlight comes out for guidance. We just had, I don't know, some intruders. I'm out here in a piece of property that, like, you have to come down a driveway and get off the road. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I had somebody come down the driveway. That's, wasn't supposed to be here. But when I had to mute earlier and I had to go check or whatever, I also have like floodlights outside, and so I was waiting for the light to turn on out there because they were so close that I thought, well, like it's going to turn the light on. But I didn't even need it because that moon out there is huge. You know what I'm saying? Like the moonlight is like, oh, my ears just bursted. Have mercy. How's everybody's ear ringing? All right. The word autumn comes out. I'm using the Tree of Life Oracle for guidance. I am going to look these up in the book too. And then we will jump over to those free readings. The word summer also came out here in the Northern Hemisphere. In the US, we are definitely experiencing summer, right? Twigs is on the bottom. All right, Tree of Life Oracle. Let's start with the Moonlight card. Well, I mean, maybe. I gotta find it in the book. It's a new book, guys. Sorry. I found it. All right, so Moonlight says becoming aware of light and shadow, magnetism, alchemy, natural rhythms, changes, acceptance, desires, illusions, deception, ignorance, misguided thought, mistaken impression. It says, you are mysterious, compelling, and irresistible in the most wonderful way when you draw this card. Tree and Moonlight represents the great magnetic pull. Wow. All right, now I got to start over. Tree and Moonlight represents the great magnetic pull, the power of persuasion, and the ebb and flow of tides and life cycles. Desires in the air, and you may be pulled into things you are not so sure about, or you may be pulling others in without even realizing it. Whether it be romantic partners or not, you may be persuading others to see things your way, and your effectiveness is powerful. I feel like big confirmations there, right? Like big confirmations that we may be feeling counterpart energies. All right, let's look at the autumn summer cards. Autumn, oh my gosh, are you guys ready? More synchronicity. Windfall of memories, sentimental, change, acceptance, foreboding, worries is on here. We see worries coming out for feminine energy. I definitely feel like we're going through some major changes in this journey. And I think because there's so much change, it's very possible Divine Feminine could be worrying about these changes. I think a lot of times it's like we worry that we're going to have to choose. And I think what I'm learning in my journey is that Spirit never asked us to choose. We were always whole. It was always about us, and it was always about what was within, right? All right. If you have come upon the Tree of Life Autumn card, your memories may be your best guide for future decisions. Tree of Life Autumn is adorning you with a crown of leaves or a pile of them to jump into and toss about as you have come a long way and have been through much. You have an opportunity now to reap the benefits of all that you've learned and all that you have endured. I love that. All right, and the summer card says relaxation, depth of feeling, free spiritedness, recreation, relaxation, ease, day, dreaming. It also says burned out energy, inactivity, lack of discipline. The glorious rays of light are beaming down upon you now. You positively glow. Tree of Life Summer is telling you now is the time to relax in your splendor of your dreams. Drift off with your thoughts as you unwind and replenish your mind, body, and spirit. Feel the freedom of easy summer days in your heart and allow a gentle breeze to soothe you as you become acquainted with the aspect of yourself that knows that sometimes inaction is the best action. So I definitely feel like there is a lot of change happening to both divine masculine and divine feminine. I do feel like everyone is reminiscing, could definitely be in your fields, thinking back of past memories. I feel like Michelle said it best, and I hope she doesn't get upset with me. But I asked you guys, a lot of you guys today, like how you were feeling. Were you feeling the pull also? Was it driving you as crazy as it was driving me? And she said something to me. She said, it's really interesting because for her, she said she felt like it was at the beginning of the day. She would, and tell me how, if you guys can relate to this, because I know this was like 100% spot on for me. She said, like when she gets up in the morning, she feels great. She's excited. She's going to start her day. She has a plan. And by the end of the day, she started to feel depressed, lower vibrational energy, like things were weighing heavy on her. And that's definitely how it's been for me the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days. And I know that that's normal for us on this journey. We experience that a lot. But here lately, it has been extreme. And I do feel that it has something to do with this critical 29th degree Capricorn full moon that we are experiencing, right? All right, guys, that's going to be your collective reading. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to clean up really quickly. And then I'm going to go over and check our free list, our readings. And guys, we are offering energy exchange readings. So if you do exchange energy with me, please let us know in the comments because you do get to jump the free line. All right. Tuesday night, we'll be back and we're going to look at the masculine energy individually. I'll get some English words out in a moment. But we're going to look at them individually at the heart of the matter, self-to cross reading. So make sure to come back and join us for that Tuesday night. All right, guys, I'm going to use this inner eye oracle, and I'm going to try to make these readings as simple as possible. So we can get through them, and then I can go find out who was in my driveway. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm dead serious. 10 on the list. Let's close that list. Let me go grab that banner. Thank you for telling me, Diana. I'm sure someone else will come in. Spirit seems to like the number 11. And I seem to add people every time I say the list is closed. But let's go ahead and close it, and then we'll see how I'm feeling at the end. All right. Grab my pen and paper. I have Stephanie on Facebook and Natalie on Facebook, Sandra on YouTube, and she is getting the 29 degrees. And then we have Lee Spice on YouTube, Michelle on Facebook, 29 degrees. Guys, if you have your birth charts out, go look at your birth charts and look for a 29 degree placement. There are a couple of you in here that I've done birth chart readings on, and you do have 29 degree placements. So I would look at that house that your 29 degree placement is in. And you may be able to really foresee what you will be experiencing with the energy of this 29th degree Capricorn full moon. All right, Diana on YouTube also wants the 29th degree. Dream Sequa, hello. I missed you coming in. And she's also doing the 29th degree. Renee on Facebook, I have missed you, my friend. Victoria on YouTube. Are you okay? Amelia's hanging out with me, y'all, in the living room. We had a little bit of a scare earlier, so she's hanging out with me and having a coughing fit at the moment. Okay. She just wants general guidance, Victoria, general guidance. And Kit Kat, love the name on YouTube. My friend gave me a Kit Kat before the other day, and I ate it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" I, for some reason, went through life thinking that Kit Kat had peanut butter in it, and that I didn't like it, so like I wouldn't eat them. It was like this chocolate crispy wafer. There was no peanut butter. It was absolutely freaking delicious. So, that's my experience with Kit Kat. All right, guys, give us just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, I think I'm ready, guys. All right, so first one on the list, Stephanie on Facebook says she would like a general. I love it. Thank you, Sandra. 29 degrees Scorpio sun. I am 29 degrees Aries sun. How cool is that, right? There's several of you in here, though. There's more. There's more of you in here. And if I've done your birth chart already, like your information is in my app, so it stays in there. So I can go back and look at it. Oh, thank you, Michelle. And look at it, and so I can see like. So if any of you guys have any questions, about your 29 degree placement, just shoot me a message. All right, Stephanie on Facebook, a general. I normally use Queen of the Moon, but I'm going to stick with the Inner Eye Oracle. And let's just see. Let's pull 3 cards. These cards are serious. They don't just like fly out all willy-nilly easily like most cards. I have to shuffle out, it seems like, extensively to get them to get the one that it wants. Stephanie, the first card to come out was the Jack of Clubs, and it says the Rebel. It's funny, I consider myself to be a rebel. It's all my Aries energy. I almost can't help it. All right, so the Rebel comes out. Oh, we can almost play poker. We have Jack of Clubs, 10 of Hearts, and the 6 of Hearts. 10 of Hearts says success, and it shows like this coin. It's a pin, like something that you would wear on a jacket, on a vest. And the word success is on here. The last card is the Six of Hearts. It shows a ring. And the word commitment is on here. I'm getting this energy, Stephanie, like you also are trying to recreate the wheel. I don't think we're trying, though. I think we're actually doing it. But there's something about a commitment that you've made that maybe people told you it needs to be a certain way, and you rebelled against that. And now you're doing something your way. It's also very possible that if you feel like you haven't met success with that energy yet, the Spirit's saying you need to become more committed. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys. Next on the list, I have Natalie on Facebook. Natalie on Facebook, say hi to me in the comments. Oh, she already did. Look at Natalie. She's on the ball. Natalie Brown with like a general also. All right, first ones to come out. We have the horseshoe. It's number 9. It's 9 of hearts. It shows a horseshoe and it says luck on it. We have the ace of diamonds. It shows a stack of poker chips and it says money on it. Ooh, we have that disingenuine card again. The 7 of spades. It shows that mask. The mask is one of those masks that you would see like, it's giving me like New Orleans vibes. You know what I mean? With the ribbons and the pretty decorations. And it has like this big rose in the corner of it. We have change and memories also coming out. So I feel like the wheel card change came out for divine feminine. Memories, 3 of hearts was the energy that came out for the bridging energy. So I feel like the collective, were you here, Natalie, for the collective reading? I feel like most likely there could have been a lot of, like you could have really resonated with that reading that I did at the beginning of the live. So luck and money is very easy. Disingenuine, being in the middle, is the card that again throwing me off. And change in memories. So I'm almost getting a little bit of Natalie. I'm getting like a little bit of a split here. A little bit of like their energy, your energy. Someone is really focused on finances. They could be experiencing good luck. I mean, yeah, most definitely. I'd love to say that. But I almost feel like it's this energy of like, if I go gamble, then I don't think Spirit's going to reward me with a whole bunch of money. But if I like do something properly, and I'm not saying that it's not proper to gamble. I mean, it's between you and God. But it's like this energy is telling me like if I take risks with this money, then it's like they're learning that they're not necessarily lucky. It's almost like they're learning to make proper decisions with their money and they get better luck when they do. That's kind of what I'm getting for that energy. On the other side, or the counterpart, or your energy, I'm getting change in memories, which came up in that collective. So I feel like that collective reading is really going to resonate with you. But again, I don't think this is necessarily change that's happening to you right now. I do feel like you've went through some change, but I think again, like you already recreated this wheel, you already made this different path. But you also could be reminiscing, thinking back on memories. The memory card has this weird picture on it. It almost looks like, I guess it's a locket. Like remember those lockets we used to wear on like necklaces? and you would open them and there'd be pictures inside. So you could be looking at pictures also. Bridging energy is going to be the disingenuine energy. So it's like you both are trying to put on this facade, or like this person is trying to put on this energy, like, oh, I don't know, maybe they like to play poker. It's like, I'm really lucky. Everything's good for me right now. I just won this stack of chips, right? And this person's like, I'm accepting the change that's here. I'm happy with it. Everything's, happy-go-lucky type of energy, but really there's a lot of memories being brought back up. So it's like both of you being disingenuine, like both of you trying to pretend that something isn't bothering you when reality it is. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. It's funny because like when I'm reading these cards, I'm always asking spirit, like, why can't they be like this happy, beautiful? Like, why couldn't it be that person had won a lot of money? Like, why can't it be that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I guess, I don't know. It's like, I have to tell you the real things. I can't just like, what do they call it? Sugarcoat it and make it sound pretty. Like, but I love that y'all keep coming back and getting the readings, because I mean, it tells me that at least it helps, right? At least it's helping. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, let me get back to my list. Sandra on YouTube. She's going to do the 29 degree, critical 29 degree reading. All right. Sandra, I'm just going to pull the 5 cards out, and then I'll go over each one. Ooh. Only one of them is worrying me. All right, so you have Ace of Clubs. It says new beginnings. You have 3 of Diamonds. It says conflict. You have 10 of Spades. It says misfortune. 3 of Clubs, the change card with the wheel again. And Jack of Diamonds, the apprentice. All right, so let's go to our spread. And the first thing I'm looking at, okay, so remember, 29 degrees is going to cause, and it's Capricorn full moon, so you're looking at Capricorn energies, and of course you could look on your own chart as well. Sandra just expressed to us that she had the 29th degree Scorpio placement, so you can look at that, and then you can also look at your Capricorn house, and that really could tell you what you're about to experience with this 29th degree Capricorn full moon. So what I'm looking with the first card is you're going to be going through some type of change, some big major shift in your life, right? So I'm looking at the action that you're going to take during the transition, and new beginnings is here. New beginnings. So it is this energy. It shows this pot, a plant growing in this pot, and it's like it just has those first few leaves, like those first few buds that have come out on this plant. So the action you're going to take is, I feel like you've already planted this particular plant. I feel like you've already started to grow this little plant, this little thing that's budding. And it's like you're going to have to protect that energy. You're going to have to protect what you've already started. All right, where you're going to find support, you have the 3 of Diamonds, and it says conflict. And it shows like a boxing glove on there. Guys, Thug Rose won her fight last night. I don't know if you guys watch MMA. I actually stopped our UFC. I actually stopped watching UFC because it's one of those things that Spirit was like, enough of that, Rosa. So I can't really watch it too much anymore. But I am definitely still a Thug Rose fan. I just absolutely love her. And I got to see that she won her fight last night. So, but anyway, the boxing glove on here, Sandra. I feel like you're about to get some support from someone that maybe you've been in an argument with. Maybe someone that you weren't getting along with really well. I feel like it's going to be support, but you're going to seem surprised by it. And then the third placement is what you need to let go. And the word misfortune is here, and it shows this volcano exploding. So it's like things in your life, something exploded. It's the foundation, right? Like when we meet counterpart energy and we have this awakening, and some of us could run for long periods of time before we finally decide to stop running and just do the darn thing, right? But when we finally decide to do the darn thing, start doing the work, it's like we have a volcano explosion. It's like that because it seems like our whole foundation crumbles, right? That's why we have to rebuild our foundation. So I think it's saying here to let go of what happened, to not make something that happened to you that may have seemed challenging or painful. For me, divorce is coming to me like this. That's the energy I'm picking up on. I'm seeing the word across my mind, right? So it's like it doesn't, just because something happened to you, like that doesn't make you who you are, right? So it's like you have to let something go so that it doesn't make you that way. So like, let's say for example, I got divorced, which I did, by the way. But let's say that I was so upset or angry or whatever with this person, that people just, I don't know, knew me as that. Like, oh, well, that's Rosa, and she got divorced, and she's just really mad because he sucked really bad and whatever, right? It's like you don't want to be known for that thing. So there's something about like releasing what happened to you in the past. Like that energy is past. It's not even who you are anymore. It doesn't matter that that thing happened to you. You've healed from that thing. So it's like it doesn't belong in your energetic space anymore. My friend is home, guys. So if you hear the door open, I do apologize. All right. So the next card that you got was the Three of Clubs, and that was change, and that's what you're going to gain. And I love that the wheel is on there because it is this energy like you've recreated the wheel. You've done something that people said you weren't going to be able to do. It is also about accepting that change too. I think a lot of times, and I think for Divine Feminine, where we're at right now is we've manifested soulmate energy. We've manifested like a different path on this journey that seemed very stagnant to a lot of us. And so I think it's very possible that like we're worrying about that change and we're questioning whether this was the change that we were supposed to make or not. I think that's going to be something that's very collective with all of us divine feminine energies. All right, your higher self guidance. You have the Jack of Diamonds, and it is the Apprentice card. The Apprentice card. I think your higher self is one saying be kind to yourself. You're not supposed to know everything right away, right? Like it's a journey. We have to learn everything, and then we have to learn how to implement those things that we've learned, right? I think that's going to be your higher self guidance with this 29th degree Capricorn full moon. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Sandra. I hope that was helpful. And I just want to say, I was just using divorce like as my example. That may not be like what your thing was. Sandra says, I'm searching for the lessons, not an easy task. I completely understand that. Rising is 28 degrees Capricorn. Venus, 16 degrees Capricorn. I think it's more about being kind to you. Here's another thing about this energy that we're experiencing. And I talked about it in the July transit. It's really Mars. Mars is making a big move. And what's going to happen is it's going to cause you to search for solutions, permanent solutions. There's something about the way you put, I'm searching for the lessons that stuck out to me, because that's what this Mars energy is going to do. It's going to show you those lessons, and then it's going to help you be able to firmly and confidently implement those lessons. And I feel like I can totally tell, like I experienced something with that energy just this morning. All right, moving right along. Lee Spice on YouTube. Lee Spice on YouTube. Lee Spice, say hi to me and let me know which reading we're doing. Are we doing a general reading? Are you wanting to look at that critical 29th degree spread that I'm offering? Honey, it is so hot in here. It is like hot. Sandra says, I agree with that fully. All right, I'm not seeing Lee Spice, so I'm going to keep going down the list. And I have Michelle. Michelle is looking for the 29th degree. We can always come back to Lee if he comes back in. You turn it up. It's loud. That's why I had it down. I know, right? But that's why I get it. All right, Michelle, the first thing I'm going to look at is action to take during the transition. Action to take during the transition. Okay, not true. I'm just going to pull all 5 cards out like we did Sandra's. Oh, wow. Interesting. You have social engagement on the bottom, Michelle. All right, so you have Queen of Clubs. It says the leader. You have 7 of Hearts. It says relationships. You have the 10 of Diamonds. It says endings. You have the 2 of Spades. It says decisions. And you have the Jack of Spades. It says stranger. Or the stranger. Weird. All right, let's get to it. So action that you're going to have to take during your transition. The leader, pretty easy. Definitely leading, but I think it's more about, it's going to be really direct. Showing someone that you can lead. Like you could be around someone or someone could be around you that is worried about you being able to take the lead. Something like that. So it's like the action that you're going to take during the transition is you're going to show this person that you can take the lead. You are the leader. All right, where you're going to find support, are you ready? It's the 7 of Hearts, and it's relationships. And the interesting part about this card, Michelle, it has 2 puzzle pieces. two puzzle pieces, and it looks like the puzzles are going together and like they would fit perfectly as soon as they get, together. All right, what you need to let go of, you have 10 of diamond ending, so big confirmation. And I think it's a lot of the same energy that I was picking up for Sandra. Hi, Amanda. Where it's like this energy of something in your past is finished and you need to just let it be finished. It's like we're doing something or we're dragging something that's completed with us when we don't need to, something like that. What you will gain, you have two of spades, the decision card. So I just want to show you that. Well, I mean, I can't show you, but I'll tell you. The decision card, the picture on it shows this little wooden picket sign. You know how they make the little, like the energy oracle, the journey card, and it shows like the arrows on the stick and they're all going in different directions. You know what I'm talking about? Those little signs, and it's showing two different directions. So I think what you're going to gain is you've been stuck. You've not been sure which direction to go. So as you experience this critical 29th degree full moon, you're going to gain clarity in which direction to take. And your higher self guidance at this time, it's the Jack of Spades, and it says the stranger. I feel like that's a person. Like that's going to be a physical person. Um, I'm not sure, man or woman, but on the picture itself, it shows a woman. And she has like this really mysterious look to her. And she's also like using one of those, those fans that fold up real tiny. You can fold them up to like little sticks or you can fan them out. She's using one of those in the picture too. So that may give you a clue of who the stranger is. I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. All right, guys. Next on my list, I have Diana on YouTube, also getting the critical 29 degrees. Then we have Dream Sequa, Renee, Victoria, and Kit Kat. So if any of those drop off, we can definitely add another one. I know I seen Amanda come in. All right, so same thing, Diana. I am going to, will you say hi to me in the comments, Diana? I'm going to pull the 5 cards out. I got that satisfaction card when I did my 5 card critical 29 degrees. On the bottom is the 4 of diamonds, Diana, and it says home. It's the card that came out for masculine energy. All right. So the cards that you got are the King of Clubs. It says authority figure. The 9 of Clubs. It says official things. The 3 of Spades, which is the satisfaction card, but it shows a sunflower on the picture. And the 6 of Diamonds, the family card, also came out for Divine Masculine. And your last card, you actually got 2, the communication card. It shows one of those old telephones with the rotary dial. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little wheel you had to turn and it would go all the way around. And the worries card again. All right, so an action that you're going to have to take during this critical 29 degree Capricorn full moon transition is become authoritative, the authority figure. It's definitely giving me a lot of the same vibes that came out from Michelle, where it's like a leadership role. And again, if you're having this type of spiritual awakening, you're being tested, you're being called. Yeah, can you check that? And you're being asked to lead and to like step up into your powers, right? Like that's what's happening to all of us. So not really too shocked to see these same cards coming out for, a lot of us, right? So where you're going to find support, it says official things, 9 of clubs. It's the one that we talked about. It has the old police hat, like the bucket hat with the little badge. It says police on there. I mean, I guess it's very possible it could be legal support, but I think it's someone that you know that has a lot of authoritative energy, because I feel like you could be learning that authoritative energy from that person. And then what will you need to let go of? The 3 of spades, the satisfaction card. But again, that sunflower sticks out to me. So when I pulled this card for myself, it was about just kind of like allowing things to be, um, letting things rest. But the sunflower is what stuck out to me mostly. It was like, regardless of how I did the situation, I needed to come at it from like a kind way. All right, what you're gonna gain? You have the 6 of diamonds. It says family on there, and it shows that tree. Again, that tree is giving me. It doesn't show roots going into the ground on the tree, but I'm definitely sensing some deep roots with this card. And then the last one, your higher self guidance at this time, is that 8 of spades communication with that old rotary dial phone. And the worries card is also here on top of that. Um, I feel like your higher self is trying to say that you shouldn't over worry or over stress about something. I'm getting a lot of like ancestral energy with these cards. So I feel like you do have some big family situation happening where you may have to step into an authoritative role. But I also feel like that support, and I know who it is. I feel like you're probably going to know who it is too. The old bucket hat with the police thing on it. You know what I mean? But I feel like they're going to show you how it could empower you. Like maybe, let's say, they don't even show you how. Just the fact that that person comes into your energetic space could empower you to become more authoritative. Maybe you want to watch out for them, or maybe you want to like protect them in some way, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Diana. I hope that was helpful. All right, Dream Sequence. Look at that. Melanie Jane, first time listening from New Zealand. I love that. Well, Melanie Jane, we are multi streaming 3 different platforms. So we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. Welcome. All right. I know. I love it. Super cool. All right. All right. Dream Sequence is doing the critical 29th degree. All right, same thing, Dream Sequel. I'm going to pull your 5 cards out. That authority figure comes back out. The protector. You have 2 kings in a row. See, too bad we're not playing poker. All right, the king of clubs says the authority figure. The king of diamonds says the protector. The 8 of clubs says gift. 7 of clubs says strength. And last card, 8 of hearts, says passion. On the bottom, you have the 4 of spades, and Dream Sequa, it says mail. And it shows letters, like a stack of letters. You could be getting some mail in the near future. All right, so action that you're going to have to take during the 29th degree Capricorn full moon transition is going to be, again, the authority figure. Again, I'm getting this energy like leadership role. Again, you're going to have to step up. Hold on, I'm getting something. Dream Sequa. You're going to have to protect boundaries. So you could have recently enforced some boundaries with someone that maybe had authority over you or used to have authority over you, something like that. And you're going to have to protect those boundaries, like enforce your boundary. That's what it is. You're going to have to enforce your boundaries. All right. Where you're going to find support, we have King of Diamonds, the protector. King of Diamonds is definitely giving me like King of Pentacles type of energy. This is someone who's very responsible. Dream Sequel, are your parents very active in your life? Like there's something about parents coming up a lot for me right now. All right. What you need to let go of, we have the gift card, 8 of Clubs. Well, Spirit, like if it's talking about like spiritual gifts, Spirit's not going to be like, oh, Dream Sequel, you need to let go of that. There could be some idea that you don't have gifts or your gifts aren't good enough or big enough, something like that. And it's like the Spirit saying that's not the case. But somebody could have given you a gift in order to like get your approval, or I don't know, something like that. And the Spirit saying like just that's what you're gonna have to release. Or maybe like someone said, I will buy you something if you do this for me, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like you need to release that. This reading is so specific. Dream sequel, it's so weird. All right, 7 of Clubs comes out for what you will gain. It's the Strength card. It does show a lion on the card, so it does give me like that Leo strength card type of energy, but it's also telling me that you're really going to have to dig deep. So this is someone who like maybe you've listened to before, maybe you wanted their approval, something like that. And it's like you're really going to have to dig deep to do something different. And the 8 of Hearts is going to be your higher self guidance. It's that passion card, and it's that card that shows that box of matches. Box of matches. It is definitely giving me a vibe of like someone was controlling, someone was trying to tell you what to do, someone could have been using gifts or material things to, I don't know, get you to do what they want to do. And with this critical Capricorn full moon, you're definitely going to have to like dig deep and enforce some boundaries, and may even, I mean, I don't want to spirit sometimes, I swear. But you may even have to burn some bridges. You may even have to light a flame. You may even have to like permanently remove something that's no longer serving your greater good. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Renee on Facebook. Renee on Facebook. Oh, I got to go back and read Dream Sequence comments. Sorry. I'm curious now. I'm invested. Oh no, come on, let me have it. The Spirit's telling me no. Do the reading. Renee says I can pick which one. Sweet. I see. Oh, I understand, Victoria. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. All right. right, Renee. And then I had Kit Kat. Kit Kat, let me know if you're still here and you waited so very patiently. Renee, the Five of Clubs flipped over when I was shuffling cards, and the word obstacles is on there with a like an old timey lock, like a master lock. Um, I could do Victoria's. I had Renee on the list, but I mean, if she wants to wait, I could definitely see if Renee would let us jump over. I feel like she would. And Kit Kat is still here. She's like, I am waiting very patiently. Thank you, Kit Kat. Okay. And she says that it's fine. I don't know if Victoria is still here. Victoria, let me know if you're still here, if you had to go. I'm not seeing Victoria. I feel like she had to go. And it's okay. And don't forget, guys, I will be back Tuesday. Tuesday night, I'm going to be looking very specifically at the divine masculine energy. We've gotten into a little bit of a routine with these self-cross readings. So we're going to be looking at the heart of the matter. And I'm kind of interested. I kind of want to know now how that's going to come out for divine masculine. Renee, I also see the rebel and the lover. I'm actually going to take it. All right, let's do Renee. I'm not seeing Victoria. Two jacks come out. Renee, Jack of Hearts, the lover, Jack of Clubs, the rebel. So I'm just going to tell you right now, before we even pull the rest of the cards, that your critical 29th degree Capricorn full moon energy, the lover, is going to be it's definitely giving like twin vibes. You also got the Nine of Spades. Worries comes out, shows that rabbit. You also have the Five of Hearts. And the Five of Hearts actually shows a Celtic cross on there. And we were just talking about Divine Masculine Celtic cross reading on Tuesday night. But it's loss. The word loss is on there. And let's get the higher self guidance. Ace of Hearts. And it's love. Oh my goodness. All right. I mean, clearly it's easy. This Capricorn full moon. Where is Capricorn for you, Renee? Capricorn isn't my seventh house. It's relationships. So let me tell you, these full moons have been yay. I don't know. I guess they haven't been that bad. I mean, I can't want to act like they've been horrible or anything. I do feel like they've helped me, and this full moon energy has helped me in my relationship energies for sure. All right, so Renee, action that you need to take as you go through this critical 29th degree Capricorn full moon transition. The Lover card came out. The Lover is our clue card for the twin flame journey. Like when we see the Lover is the Gemini card and Rider Waite. And I'm definitely picking up the same type of vibes. I'm going to tell you what this person looks like, and that may help. One, they have some type of fur around their neck, around his neck. It almost looks like feathers, and there's roses, two roses. This man has thick, dark eyebrows. It's a black and white picture, but I feel like his eyes are going to be dark, like dark colored eyes. His nose is wide. It's like my nose, kind of wide and flat type of nose. This person has dark hair. It looks like it's wavy and could be curly if grown out long. And they also have beard, mustache. But it's almost like a goatee, and it's like they let their goatee grow out type of look on there. So I don't know. Maybe that describes like someone that you know. And again, black and white picture, but I feel like this person would be dark complected, or maybe they have like a culture that's dark complected, but they have light skin, light colored skin. So, like for example, I'm Cuban, and most Cubans are very, very dark. Um, my family, the my dad's family, came from Spain. Um, Spain people are very, very white. So if you mix a very, very white person with a very, very dark person, you get Rosa. And I'm just like a creamy tan type of color. I don't know. And that's kind of the color, the energy that I'm getting from that card. All right, where you're going to find support is the Rebel card. And there's actually a woman on this card. It's interesting though, because I'm getting this energy of the Rebel as it being our energy. Like we are the rebels. I'm the rebel. You're the rebel, right? So it's like where you're going to get support. This could have something to do with your twin journey, and it's like you're going to give yourself the support that you need. Like I feel like you've been waiting for this person to give you something or give you some type of support, and it's like maybe they do, maybe they don't. It doesn't matter anymore. It's like now you give yourself that support, that love, that encouragement, all of that stuff. All right, what you will need to let go of. We have the Nine of Spades, shows that rabbit, and the worries. I'm getting with the rabbit here. This could be, um, it's I almost said obsessive thinking, but that's not really the word that I was thinking about when I saw the rabbit. Like overdoing, constant go, go, go type of energy. It's like a constant worry, and you're over worrying about something. Like take it easy, take it slow. That's what the energy that I'm getting. All right, what you will gain. So the lost card comes out, and it is this energy. It does show that Celtic cross. Here's the thing: well, one, you're not going to gain loss. Like that's not how it works, right? But with the Celtic knot, that's when we look at the Celtic cross, we see that Celtic knot, and that knot represents healing. And for me, when I see this energy, that's what I feel like. It has something to do with healing. So, and in the picture, it's on a statue. It's a tall Celtic cross on a big, like a monument, like a statue, big concrete statue. So it's like you're going to gain healing. And I think it's from your twin journey. I think you feel like you've lost something in this journey, but you're going to realize that you were over worried about something. You didn't actually ever lose anything. You just needed to heal from something. And your higher self guidance card is the Ace of Hearts. It says love, and it shows literally a human heart on the picture. I think something's happened with your connection with your counterpart. I think you could feel like you rebelled, and I think you could be over worried that you've lost something. But really, all that's happening here is a lot of heart chakra healing. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Kit Kat on YouTube, 29 degrees. All right, let's give the cards a good shuffle. And I'm going to pull the 5 cards, or they'll just all fly out. All right, support, opportunity. The pragmatist comes out. We're going to have to look that one up in the book. Rest and restriction comes out. Ooh. On the bottom is that 2 of spades decision card. All right. So the first card that comes out that I'm looking at is the action that you're going to take during this 29th degree Capricorn full moon transition. So remember, this is critical energy, or let's call it critical 29th degree. But it means that there's going to be a sudden change. You're going to experience something maybe unexpected at this time. And the 8 of diamonds came out with the word support, and it shows like this old-timey crutch, like you would like a cane, like you would walk, but it's more of a crutch. And it's like this energy of I don't normally talk about health a lot, but it's definitely giving me like that type of vibe. So it's like an action that you need to take during this transition is you may need to find support, because the next card is where to find support. You have 2 of clubs. It's a bird. It shows an eagle, and it says opportunity. So I feel like, Kit Kat, you've went through something that could be like physically painful, and maybe you have felt like you haven't gotten a lot of support, maybe from, it doesn't have to necessarily, it could be like, it could be family, friends, that type of thing, but I think it's more of like someone professional. Again, I don't normally do a lot of like health or whatever type of readings, but I'm kind of getting this vibe like someone, maybe you were waiting for someone to give you an answer about something. It's like you've had to go and get your own answers, but I feel like you're fixing to get an opportunity given to you where you're going to find support. All right, what you need to let go of, the pragmatist. I don't even know what that means, so we're definitely going to have to look that up. It's the Queen of Diamonds in the Inner Eye Oracle. All right, it says a woman wears a hood in the darkest of the forest. She is resourceful and skilled, knowing how to fend for herself. She has an arsenal of life hacks, knowing the best ways of navigating her way through daily obstacles and problems. The Queen of Diamonds is the most practical of all queens. Grounded with the element of earth, she exists in the real world. All right, so this is supposed to be what you're going to let go of. So Spirit's not going to tell you to let go of how you find resources or how you get back up on your feet, or you see what I'm saying? So that's telling me that you could have this feeling like, I don't know how to get back up on my feet. I don't know where to find the resources. And so it's giving me like a reversal, I guess, type of energy is what I'm saying. And Spirit saying, this is what you need to do at this time. Like, let go of the idea that you can't do something, that you're not powerful enough, or that you've experienced too much loss to be able to do something. What you will gain, you have the Nine of Diamonds. It's the rest card. It shows a bed. I'm reading tarot from bed right now, guys. Um, Rest is important. I was telling Michelle, I was like, I feel bad when I can't put like the video on and be at the table and sit with the perfect lighting and all this type of stuff. Like, some days I just can't. Like, I'm tired, and I'm telling you guys, when you put this like memory foam pad thing on the bed, and my hips are loving me for it. So it's like, this is where I want to sit. This is where I want to be. But what you're going to gain is rest. So I do feel like there's this energy again, like you went through something. Um, it could have, whatever it was that it gave, that you went through, could have given you some type of freedom with that bald eagle for sure. But there's this reversal energy of like, I don't know how to do something. I can't do something. And Spirit saying, you've already done it. You've been doing it. Maybe you're pushing too hard and it's time for you to rest. And maybe what you're pushing too hard in could be a love situation, because you have this Four of Hearts, and it shows the Four of Hearts as restriction, and it shows this bird in a cage. So it's like, maybe you're locking your heart away, maybe you're locking something up, maybe you're locking someone out. But the energy with the opportunity, with the eagle flying, like, I feel like this bird shouldn't be in this cage. So it's like you could be restricting yourself from something. And that could be that card, that reversal energy I was getting from that Queen of Diamonds, where it's like you're telling yourself you can't have something, you don't know how to do something, and Spirit saying you've been doing it this whole time. All right, Kika, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys. Yes, please remember to hit the like button. Big Joe. I feel like I'm going to mess up that name, so I'm going to leave it right there. Aw, thank you, Kat. Thank you, thank you. Amanda, we were going to do Amanda too, right? And she asked for the 29th critical degree. Amanda, say hi to me in the comments. This is going to be the last one, guys. Last one. I'm going to wrap it up after this. Thank you guys so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you guys so very, very much. Please remember, I will be back on Tuesday. Is Amanda still here? But please remember, I will be back on Tuesday, guys. We will look at divine masculine energy very independently, away from divine feminine, all on their own. We're going to look at heart of the matter with Celtic cross. So that's where I get to look at what is their main energy for the week. We'll look at some past, present, future energies, and we'll see what hopes and fears are, and what the outcome, of course, is. We'll do that Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time, guys. Central Time. All right, guys. I'm not seeing Amanda in the comments. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I know, I hate to do it. And then she'd be like, but I was here. Service was bad. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much, moderators who came in and helped make the list. I appreciate you ladies so very, very, very much. I will see all of you guys Tuesday night for Divine Masculine Celtic Cross. I knew you were going to do that. That's why I kept talking. All right, Amanda, last one. Real fast. Ready? All right, you got some good cards and you got some cards. All right, so the first card you got was the number two. It's two of diamonds. It shows an anchor. It says stability. You got the money card as well. It's ace of diamonds. It shows that stack of poker chips. You got three of hearts, shows the memories in what I think looks like a locket. You have the three of diamonds, which shows the boxing gloves, right? Like conflict. And you have that seven of spades, which is that disingenuine card with the mask again. All right. So, action that you're going to take during this transition, I feel like you're going to get really anchored into something. The anchor is what's sticking out to me. Where you're going to find support, I think it's going to be financial support. I'm not sure where it comes from, but it's definitely money. What you need to let go of, memories. Something in your past is holding you back and keeping you in a lower vibrational energy. What you need to gain, or what you will gain, is those boxing gloves. It does say conflict, but I don't think it's about the conflict. I think it's about the strength to be able to handle the conflict. And I think your higher self lesson is that disingenuine with the mask is very much saying, like, it's okay to be who you really are and to show people who you really are. Like, you don't have to sugarcoat things. You don't have to be extra nice to somebody who doesn't deserve it. And it's okay to take the mask off. All right, Amanda, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it was helpful. All right, guys, now I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you so very, very much. I will see everyone Tuesday night for Divine Masculine Celtic Cross. Thursday night, we will do the Divine Feminine. So Tuesday night, Divine Masculine, Thursday, Divine Feminine. I hope to see all of you there. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.